Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a little bit of good news, a little bit of bad news, depending on how you want to look at it. But we do have the public voting release. Now, the last time that they did the public voting release, I believe that we chose from specific characters. We chose from those, whichever one character won from each particular group got placed into the chapters 1 through 6 boss map. The way that we farm the limited drops from these boss maps is the same way that we get these characters. So for instance, let's say they had like PKP as the chapter 1 winner, or the group winner for XYZ group. She'd be placed into chapter 1 right here as the limited drop. And basically we would go into chapter 1 and kill the boss repeatedly over and over and over until we were able to get her to drop for us as many times as we wanted to. So of course there are going to be specific maps that are more enjoyable or easier to do. For me, I'm definitely looking at, I believe, 3, 4, and 5 as the best maps to run, because 3, I believe you just fight the one guy on the left and then the boss. 4, you just go across the top. 5, you go across the top. 2 isn't as bad. I think you have 3 fights going into a backward 7 shape. 1 and 6 are definitely going to be the least appealing maps out of all of them, but I don't believe that they should have more than 6, and of course I don't believe they should have shotguns either, because they didn't have shotguns in the last event. We do know that there is going to be a force-shore character in there, so let's go ahead and check out the voting tab. So you go in game. It's not anything on any social media. It's actually going to be in game on this slider bar down here on the bottom left hand side, and you can see it right here, public vote for the rescue event. So let's go ahead and check this out. It says this vote will decide which T-Dolls enter the upcoming rescue event. A rescue event is a time limited event where I don't think in should be there. Where certain rare T-Dolls will drop in regular maps. 4-star SMG T-Doll PP19 will enter the rescue event directly. So I'm going to assume that there are only going to be 6 chapters, so PP19 is going to be instantly one of them. So we now have 5 chapters left to choose from. So let's go ahead and click I understand. Please select the T-Dolls you would like to see in the rescue event from the following 3 T-Dolls. Single choice. Are you kidding me? Wow. If you don't already have contender, I feel so bad for you. 100% RFB is not a choice here, in my opinion. I have all 3 of them. I have 2 contenders, 1 RFB and 1 grape. And I'm going to tell you this. Let me go ahead and give some thought process behind it. Definitely it's going to be great. You'll probably say, why not pick RFB? Why not pick contender? Well, for starters, RFB's stock isn't going to be that high right now. It's actually kind of on the lower tier side, but she will increase her stock as we go into later chapters of the story and into the events. Contender, she's daily handguns. I went 4.5 plus months of just doing 130, 130, 130, 30, and it was something that is very resource manageable. It's very cheap, and it's actually really, yeah, it's kind of underwhelming when you just get a bunch of, little 20-minute timers, but at the end of the day, it's extremely cheap on your resources, and it'll help you build your resources up relatively quickly. The reason why I want to choose Grape is because I believe in chapter 10, Emergency, there is going to be a stage where Grape is the only person who is able to corpse drag it, and I think we're actually going to get more cores there, or we're going to get better EXP there, or maybe both. It's something to this effect, but definitely 10-4 is going to be a fantastic place. The only thing is you have to have 2 grapes as your corpse dragger at skill 10, of course. So without a doubt, no doubt in my mind, Grape is definitely the solid choice to pick here. Again, for Group B, so same thing, we can only choose $1 here. They have JSO5, they have ART556, and then we have G36C. So if you didn't know this, G36C has the same exact timer as Thompson. So if you've been getting a lot of Thompsons, you're kind of unlucky, because one of those could have been a G36C. JSO5 and ART556, I believe, were event units, whether they be bingo, point, login, boss bully event, something to that effect. I believe these 2 were event units back in the day for the EN server. So in my opinion, ART 556, we were doing a little bit of checking her stats, comparing her to Tar and G 30, or excuse me, to G41, GRG41, the Helmete. And actually, I believe she was doing a little bit more than Tar, but just a little bit less than G41. So she's kind of right there in between the both of them. JSO5, haven't really heard too much about her. I know, some of the KR streamers that I like to watch, I think they were calling her like the Green Power Ranger. But other than that, she's not really anything that's too, incredible or too worthwhile. The G36C 100% without a doubt in my mind again is going to win this one. Then just for the sheer fact of the invulnerability and her tile buff's pretty decent. I highly value invulnerability. That's why I have MP5. I have her, I think, at like level 90. Her armor is maxed out plus 10. But the invulnerability is just something that is so OP. It's just insane. Invulnerability shield is one of the few ways that we can actually kill red beans if you have specific units and things of that nature. But G36C is also extremely rare compared to other characters. She is a relative unicorn in that sense, so definitely G36C is going to get my vote. For this next group, G41, like I just said previously, she's a little bit better than Tar and a little bit better than ART. As far as, do I think that she's really worth it? I think she's relatively easy to get. If you're just going to be spam pulling for ARs, I think you could get her before you get like RFB or MDR by all means. You might even be able to get her before Zaz. As far as G11 is concerned, that's questionable. So I'm not really feeling it for G41 on this. NTW is going to be a bamboo rifle. Bamboo, big bamboo, isn't really seeing too much gameplay right now. I don't know if it'll see much gameplay in the future, so I don't want to comment too much on that. But NTW, yeah, she's got some pretty good skins. She's not too shabby, I guess, for what she does. And then we'll have Suomi. Suomi is an evasion tank. Her tile buffs are kind of like not ideal, because I think, if I recall correctly, just off the top of my head, I believe she's given evasion to our ARs. We don't want that. So literally here is just, where you pick whichever one you want to. For me, I'm not going to like say, I think you should choose one of these ones. That it really doesn't matter. I think at this point, I want to say maybe rifles cost a little bit more resources, so that's the reason why I'm choosing NTW. I don't really care for any of those. Then for this one, it says, please select 2 T-Dolls you would like to see the rescue event from the following 6 T-Dolls. Multiple choice, the 3 T-Dolls who receives the most votes will enter the rescue event. Okay, I see. So I can only choose 2, but the top 3 get put in. So are they going to be doing Chapter 7 as well? That's interesting. Maybe they did. No, I don't think they did 7 last time, because I don't have that many runs on it. Well, that's interesting if they put us into Chapter 7 as well. So that's, I guess, kind of cool. Or they could do multiples on one map. That would be kind of unfortunate. Right here, definitely 100%. The first person that I got to pick is going to be Steshkin. Steshkin is going to be the, I guess, budget 5/7. If you don't have her, you'll definitely want to be using Steshkin. If you do have 5/7 and you have IWS and you want to run the IWS Exodia, where IWS is your only damage dealer or your main damage dealer, Steshkin is necessary in there. And so Steshkin is definitely going to be my choice of pick for my first pick. Ribby Rolls, she's a good AR. She can buff other ARs, but they have to be on her tile buffs in order for them to receive her buffs. So if you're kiting away or something of this nature and then Ribby's buff activates and they're not on her tiles, well, you miss out on the buffs. So it's a little unfortunate there. Ribby is relatively common. I've gotten her way more than I have some of the other 4-star dolls. I've definitely gotten her way more than G36, who is going to be the made AR. Looking at the next 2 picks on the top row, we do have Amelie and AEK. Both of them, when they came out, were very elusive when I was trying to pull for them, and they were, MGs are a very expensive recipe, so, picking one of the 2 that you don't have here, by all means, one over the other, I know Amelie has her own gear, and I know AEK has a very good skin with her biker skin from the Princess Frontline. So picking between those two, by all means, hey, I wouldn't hate on you because machine gun recipes are extremely expensive. Now we're taking a look at the bottom two. We have SVD and T5K. T5K, I'm going to be honest with you, I got to level up. Don't really know what she does. I can't remember off the top of my head. That's how unimpactful she is towards what we're using right now. SVD is often referred to as the 6-star goddess, quote unquote. She is the peanut butter to the jelly of the rate of fire rifle comp. Having watch on as the other person who goes perfectly together. Both of them buff their own rate of fire, and they do want damage buffing handguns on their team. So for me, I'm 100% going Steshkin in my opinion. If you've ever gotten P7, then you could have had a shot at Steshkin. And let me tell you this, for as many handguns as I've pulled during those 4.5+ months of only handgun dailies, I only got one Steshkin ever. Recently, very, very recently, I did get another Steshkin. So I've only had 2 ever on my main account, and she is definitely worth duping at least 2 times just because she does get her own special equipment. As far as any of the other dolls are concerned, they don't really matter too much, but just in my opinion, I would definitely go out for SVD, or just because I'm biased towards the skin, AEK. So, just to make sure. Oh, wait, I can actually choose all of them. Wait, that's actually troll. Or AEK. So SVD and Steshkin are definitely going to be my choices right here. Then we're going to hit confirm, and then it says, thanks for your participation. The rewards will be sent to you upon the first maintenance after the voting period. Please do not forget to collect your rewards of 1,000 resources all around. We'll announce the accumulated votes on the following days, May 21st, May 23rd, and then May 25th. Commanders can check our posts on Facebook or Twitter for the latest information. So, that was the voting period in a nutshell for the rescue event units. Of course, we'll get the results on these days right here, so definitely be looking out for those. I might make a video for this once, the final results come in, and, just kind of give my thoughts on, who won and who didn't win. Things of that nature. Now, I would have loved to have seen other dolls in there, maybe type 80 instead of, Amelie or AEK, maybe MDR. Of course, MDR is extremely new, so there's no way she would have been in there, but I think Type 80 is kind of new as well, but I mean, those are the dolls that I'm missing, so of course I gotta be greedy and ask for those dolls. But 100%, I am so happy that Grape is in there, because I definitely am duping Grape, and she's going to be the last rifle that I'm ever going to have to go for until they put new rifles in, because I believe I have all of them. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is just a little brief explanation for every single doll that I've chosen and why I chose them, and kind of giving you a brief explanation for those dolls as well. If you voted someone else, feel free to let me know down in the comment section or hit me up on Discord. Also, you can see the time underneath my webcam at which I stream Girls Frontline at twitch.tv/Tuglow. Also, if you want to see more GFL content, please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel here. And last but not least, if you'd like to support me monetarily for free, and you do have Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to me at twitch.tv/Tuglow for free, and that will help me monetarily. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support a lot. Much love, God bless, and peace out.